views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer.
Fuck that guy.
And DJ Jerkman.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oh man, hold on, wait a minute. This is some bullshit.
They're canceling the fucking show?
Yeah, they're planning on dropping us after 7 years.
That's bullshit. You still got people that listen and like the show.
Look, guys, you had a good 7-year run. What more do you want from us?
You're like a goddamn Oreo cookie. You taste like shit, but swathed in the center.
Okay, goddamn it. Our hands are tied, okay? Yeah, you're goddamn right, your hands are tied. Jerkin, pass me the duct tape. Motherfucker. Wait a minute. What are you doing? Tape them together. Yeah, motherfucker.
You know what? I think I kind of like this.
Yeah.
Tie it a little tighter. Tighter.
Yeah.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motors. Hellfire, I think somebody lit a cigarette. Nope, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9. STIM radio fam, they ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call a real show. They tough as hell with a hard edge like a steel toe. They campaign like a bass said. So if you mad at them, call in, fuck some hate mail. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that irks me.
Alright, you sons of fucking bitches. I don't know why I just started thinking about Jerkman calling me Screamin' Johnson.
Maybe because that's what you sound like?
I was going to say,
yeah,
look like, sound like.
Goddamn right. But I'm not Screamin' Johnson. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm Ocelot.
I'm Jerkman.
I ain't been around in a while, AK.
All right. And this is the shit that fucking irks me. Actually, we haven't done a Thursday night show in a while.
It's been a long time.
It
been a while.
That's fucking shit that's irking me.
Oh, do you?
I fucking do.
Well, kick it.
All right, so let me ask you guys a question.
All right.
Have you ever had a dream that your girlfriend was cheating on you?
Yep.
A dream?
Yeah, that your girlfriend was fucking somebody else.
Yep.
Do you get an attitude then with her, like it really fucking happened?
There's times I woke up in the morning when you first get out of that dream state, and you kind of feel a little angry about it because it felt so real.
But the whole fucking day?
No.
Now, if I were to ask you and you had an attitude, what's wrong, would you say nothing or be vague about it?
Oh, that's bitch behavior.
Or be like, oh, well, I kind
behavior.
of had a dream, but it doesn't always mean that it's a psychic connectivity. And
I would have just said, yeah, I had a bad dream.
Right,
yeah.
right? So I'm fucking agitated by that. Not because you had the fucking dream and it upset you, but because you didn't fucking tell me when I asked you what's wrong when clearly I knew something was fucking bothering you.
Right.
Now, we're not even official.
Right.
Okay.
We're talking.
How long is this?
He's safe because he's fucking in Kansas. So.
How long is this guy? Okay, now wait a minute. How could you be even having a relationship with the dude? Well,
we don't really.
Wait a minute.
Long distance.
Never mind. I'm not even going to say shit.
Yeah, I was going to say you have no room to talk over there.
We don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I've known him for over 10 years.
Right.
All right.
So
it's a friendship.
So who cares if you cheated, right?
So he had a dream. You cheated on him and freaked the fuck out and wouldn't talk to you, or give you an explanation why he was pissed off.
No, let me clarify.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's not. He had a dream that his girlfriend is cheating on him.
Oh, so he got attitudey with you.
We get an argument because I say you should have just fucking told her what was going on. Why are you being like, oh,
right?
So he was confiding in you about what happened.
Right.
Okay, just venting. Okay.
We get in an argument because I say he should have just told her.
Well, he should have.
Yeah, he should have.
I mean, that's happened to me before. I've had a dream, and I'll be honest, woke up and hauled off and smacked the guy next to me.
My ex did it to me twice.
I mean, I guess it pisses me off on a personal because it happened to me. Every single dude I've dated has had a dream that I cheated on him, and then I get like I really fucking did it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's bitch behavior.
It hit home for me. I was like, wait a minute, don't fucking get an attitude with her because of a dream that you had.
And Shell used to do shit like that. I had this dream a girl called and you were talking to her and you were, because she was an insecure bitch.
Oh, see, mine wasn't cheating. It was just that he was being an ass, and it just pissed me off.
I had a dream last night that pissed me off, and I don't know what the fuck it was about.
You don't remember?
Really? You just woke up pissed off, huh?
Have you ever woke up from a dream
Yes,
and then fell right back asleep and went into it again?
Same thing.
Oh, same dream?
So 4 times I woke up mad as fuck, and I know it was about what I was dreaming, but I cannot now for the life of me recall what the fuck it was. But I was angry. I mean, I woke up like fucking pissed, like in tears pissed.
Nice.
Wow.
And you can't remember any of it?
No, I don't know what the fuck I was so mad about. But I was pissed, like emotionally pissed off. Like when a woman is emotionally pissed off, you need to go hide because that bitch may fucking stab you.
That's
okay?
right.
When emotions run high, it's all over.
You need to get the fuck out of her face right now.
Now, why I didn't just get up and wake myself up and not go back to the
Snap
dream,
out of
I don't
it.
fucking know. I was tired, I guess. But like 4 times I fell back asleep and woke up with the same fucking
See, I hate that.
pissed off mood.
I hate when
That's
you do
weird.
that same dream. But my ex actually nailed me in my sleep one time because she had a dream I was screwing around at her. I mean, I woke up with
that's
her
stupid.
and she punched me as hard. I was like, what the fuck?
That's stupid. That's immature. It's like, come on, man. Just because you had a dream somebody was fucking around,
Yeah.
you know? Come on.
I was like, you know, I've been in here the whole fucking time, right? I've been sleeping right next to you.
Right,
It
where
was
did
a
I
fucking
go?
dream.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I've had those. I've had them where you just get that kind of, and when you first do wake up, it's kind of like that fuck you kind of attitude. But then you realize it was a fucking dream. You know, snap out of
You know,
it.
I've never had a dream that anybody was cheating on me. You know?
haven't?
No.
Well,
never.
good for you.
Never had a dream. I've had a dream where
I've
somebody.
never had one either.
I had a dream where somebody
No, not
turned on
cheating.
me. You know, like a friend or something.
Right,
had, like all of a sudden.
betrayed your trust or something.
Well, or
Right.
just the personality changed. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like they were a
right.
totally different person than what you're used to them being, and they completely turn on you, and you're like, what the fuck? But you know it's a dream, and you wake up and you go, wow, that was freaky. And that's it. You know, but
See, I've had a dream where they pissed me off in the dream because they were just being an ass, and woken up pissed off because they were being an ass in the dream. And it always takes, you know, that 3 minutes or whatever to wake up and go
Snap out of it, right.
you know what's
"Oh,
funny?
this
Hold
is
on,
not."
guys. For me, as shit that irks me, guy, I have never had a dream that left me pissed off. I've had dreams that have left me like, oh shit, like scared or worried or something like that. But I've never had a dream where I was actually angry.
You know why? Because you have so many
So
During
much
the day.
anger in real life.
so many places to vent all the fucking bullshit that irritates you that when you go to
Yeah.
sleep, there's nothing left.
Exactly.
You've got like 5 different places that you can be angry, so you don't have
Right.
to. You don't have to hold it in and let it come out subconsciously. So you're
Yeah.
fucking dancing around in tutus and
Marshmallow
fucking
people.
So
blowing
sleep-
daisies and shit.
So sleep is really sleep for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, it's actual sleep.
Well, the brain is most active when you're asleep.
That's right. That's where the brain likes to solve problems and
Everything,
prepare you.
everything. I mean, yeah, dreams can be pretty.
I mean, dreams are
intense.
cool, man. I like
I
dreams.
normally don't remember my dreams unless they mean something.
see, and I
That's
rarely,
the only time I remember them.
I rarely dream because I don't reach that stage
Now,
of sleep.
what I have learned is that when I do dream, they're pretty fucked up. Like I see some awful fucking shit, and I think
Yeah.
that's why I don't remember because
You don't
it'd be
want
too
to?
traumatizing.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm talking like vivid, horrible shit, like severed heads and shit like that.
Damn.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Hell can
Dead people.
Yeah, I won't want to remember that
Yeah.
either.
I mean, it's awful, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm really tormented
You're,
here.
yeah, I was gonna say you're kind
Or-
of tortured, man.
Or something's fucking with me. I don't know. but-
Right.
Maybe you need a show 2 nights a week here.
Yeah,
And that's-
maybe you
yeah.
do need a show.
And that sometimes I just have weird,
Right.
weird dreams that end up meaning something later. But
Now, have dreams ever come true? Have you ever had something
if
that
I can recall them vividly, they will come true.
really?
100%. It's never
Oh
failed me.
wow.
Well, what about that one where you said you saw Max getting hit by a bus?
It'll happen.
Oh, crap.
Oh shit. I don't know how. I don't do much walking.
You just
Look,
didn't,
you
you
weren't
didn't see
supposed
it
to-
coming.
You weren't. I already called and made those arrangements. You're not supposed to tell him.
Well, hey, I forgot. I was, you know.
And they're not all significant.
Right,
I've had
right.
dreams that it'll rain, and I don't watch the news or the weather channel, so
And
there's
it
no
rains.
way
Does
I would
rain,
know.
right.
And then it rains, yeah,
Huh.
shit like that. I've had dreams where my tire blew out, and I end up having a flat within a couple days.
Oh wow.
Stuff like that.
So just like little things that'll happen during the dream.
Yeah,
Like-
my mom used to be like that. I remember distinctly. I think I was maybe 5, 6 at the most, and we were riding in a car with somebody in Tahunga. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Tahunga Hills.
No.
Yep.
Super dangerous curves.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't see traffic coming.
Where's
that
this in
thing.
Russia?
No, California.
It's in
Russia.
California.
Yeah, she's over in Russia.
Yeah.
I don't know.
right.
Tahunga. I've never heard that.
So it's
And-
a small podunk town. I'm pretty sure. I mean,
Well, it's grown, but yeah, it's up in the mountains,
right?
kind of.
It is.
Yeah.
It was the first house I lived in. So we're getting a ride. I want to say it was from someone I called Uncle Don, maybe. I don't remember, but it was one of my mom's biker friends, I'm sure.
Okay.
And I remember her telling him, pull the car over. And he's like, what? And she's like, pull the car over. And he's like, Leslie, you need to calm down and, knock it off. And she's like, either pull the car over and stop because I'm telling you, or at least pull it over and let me and my daughter get out. So he he gave in and he pulled over, and a fucking semi-truck was coming and the fucking tire flew off.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I remember that distinctly because I was like shocked. You know what I mean? Like, whoa.
Wow.
And I remember thinking at 6 years old, if my mom hadn't have said
You've
pull
been
over,
fucked
we'd
up.
be dead.
Yeah,
I remember that.
See, I get the same thing, though. I get dreams. And when my dreams, when I get it, it's got to be about a specific person. But once I get that dream and it is about a specific person, it usually happens. I don't have a timeline, though, but I'll tell them that something is, I know what's going to happen. And I'll tell them, if I believe that they'll believe me.
Right. That's the hardest part.
Yeah, if not, I won't bother and wasting my goddamn time.
Dreams never really tell me shit, really. I mean, it's just kind of, I'll dream about things.
Don't. Usually you'll dream
it's
things
your
that
body
you've
dealing
seen
with
throughout the
different
day.
things, right?
They say that anybody you see in your dream is somebody you've seen somewhere before,
right?
Whether it was in passing on the bus stop or anything like that.
Even if it's somebody you don't know remotely, like you know what I'm saying, like that's John.
Your face. You collect so much data, so every person in
you're
your
doing
dream...
like a face recognition sort of thing, adding them to your dream.
Oh, wow.
Any person you see, you've seen before.
That's your mental database. It's
exactly. Yeah. You're going to automatically recall.
Because it can't make up a face it doesn't recognize or know.
Randomly, you stopped at a 7-Eleven you never stopped at before to buy your chew, and then that person, somebody was in your dream, that could be that person's voice that you heard.
Just somebody that I may have bumped while I was walking into the store.
Someone that said, excuse me. That person's voice would be in your dream.
You know what's funny, though? Like, I'll tell people... because obviously I don't see in my dreams. Right. So I'll say, yeah, man, I had this dream that you were doing this. And the first question, I've been asked this, how did you know it was me? I'm like, because it sounded like you. It was you. Right. And they're like, yeah, but it didn't mean it was me. And you're like, yeah, it did.
Dude, the same way I know it's you in real life is the same way I know it's you in a dream.
Exactly. And that's what was so funny. It's like, I knew it was you because I know you. It's you. It was your presence.
You just need to stop lying to the people. Blind people don't dream, okay?
You're right.
Yeah.
We don't. We don't dream at all.
No. You'll believe shells.
You'll be surprised how many people say to me, can you see in your dreams? Can you? Which I guess is a valid question.
I don't think that's a bad question.
Oh, it isn't.
It isn't. It's one of those curious questions that sighted people they don't know.
They think about.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it, do you pick up some sort of side, or is it, that I could see somebody asking
Now, me,
that.
I do not.
Somebody told me they did see.
If they were sighted at one time, sure.
They weren't. They claim they weren't. They claim they were always blind and that they do see in their dreams, but not like.
I don't know how when you've never had that stimulation.
Right. He says that it's like a blurry image, and I'm thinking that maybe as a child he actually could see.
I'm thinking he must have had some.
Could have had some minimal
and it must have been really bad.
Right.
But because I don't see how you could see something you've never seen before.
Right. Yeah, how could your brain come up with that if it's never functioned that way?
Right. Exactly. It's having a sense that you never had.
Maybe his parents told him he was always blind or something. I don't know.
But really had a little bit of vision in the beginning or something.
Could be even as a baby, maybe. Do you know what I mean?
Possibly.
It could have been,
even though you can't recall that now, you'd be surprised what you can recall in a dream subconsciously.
Well, I'll tell you right now,
so maybe as an infant, he could see.
Because I can recall saying my first words as a baby. I know that sounds strange, and most people don't believe me.
Your first words?
I remember
What'd you say? That's not true?
Yeah, right. My first words were in the morning. I was standing in my crib as my mother walked in, and I looked at her and I said, hello. That was my first words. And if you ask my mother, she'll tell you that.
I'm not going to tell you what my first memory is.
Yeah.
Does that translate into?
Yeah, right. It's one of those weird things that I actually remember being breastfed.
Oh no, I do.
It's a very weird.
I don't remember that
too,
far back.
but that was only like
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I think my first. Let me think what my first memory would be. I think one of my very first memories is burning the shit out of myself on a curling iron.
Oh damn!
Like we were living in the house.
How old were you?
I had to be like 2.
And I
remember my mom told me don't touch it, and I remember grabbing it and burning the shit out of myself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. That's I have a lot of early memories. You know what I'm saying? Like
all of mine are kind of bad.
Most of mine are too.
No wonder I'm
really.
Fucked up.
What's so funny is my early memories were actually fairly decent. Of course, mine came later that were pretty fucked up.
I do have one that was kind of cool. That was good. And that was my glowworm. Me and my glowworm. I loved my
You
glowworm.
had a glowworm.
Oh my God, I love my glowworm so fucking much.
Well, see, I had my show and tell.
I want one now.
See,
Look at her. She's thinking, oh, please give me glowworm.
I loved my show and tell. I had the little record player, and you put the little slides in.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it would
Oh,
play
yeah, I
a
remember
song
those
there.
things.
Yeah.
I loved my little show and tell. That was my favorite little thing when I was a kid.
I want a glowworm.
I
She
remember
wants a glowworm now.
there was a picture above my crib, and I was pushing it, and it would slide back and forth and go.
Man, you guys remember far back.
Oh yeah.
I remember,
Yeah.
I remember my teddy bear.
I remember far back. People will look at me strange because I remember things that most people don't.
Well, that's it. People
But-
go, "How do you remember that shit?"
But those are very spotty. Like I said, those few things are
Yeah,
very
they're not-
spotty.
I
It's
can't
not
tell
my
you-
full
But the
cognitive memory.
I couldn't
had
tell
to
you
go
that
to
was a
my
Sunday
youngest
or-
memory, I peed on my grandma's floor.
Nice.
Shit. I remember barfing on my dad in a
I
bookstore.
must have been. I was being potty trained. I know that
Right.
because I still had diapers, and I remember they took my diaper off, and I peed on the floor, and I got a whooping, and I never peed again, which is funny because that's the same way I potty trained Donovan and Adrian. I took their diaper off, and I said, "If you pee on my floor, I will whoop you." And Donovan did not once. He just started using the bathroom. Adrian did. Adrian peed on my floor.
Nice.
Damn.
Well, there's usually one that's easy and one that's hard.
Neither one of them were hard.
Oh yeah. See now, my oldest.
And I didn't whoop Adrian.
Yeah.
I
3
didn't
days.
have the heart. I was
No.
like, he's a baby. Of course he's going to pee on the floor.
Yeah,
3
that happens.
days, my oldest was potty trained day and night. I took him in there once. I said, "This is where you go potty. When you have to go, let me know." And he immediately started doing that. And then on the second night, I said, "So when you have to go potty at night, wake me up." And
See,
we'll
I
go
let
potty.
him.
And
I let
he
him
did.
wear. I let them wear their diapers at night for at least 3 months.
He just, but
he never wet them. Is what's so funny.
yeah,
he didn't.
I used pull-ups. He remember coming in, "Mom, I need to go."
Shit. I used
You
to
know,
shit
and
and
he
piss
went-
in my crib. That was like a daily routine for me.
And it
Now,
stopped.
Do you remember? Did your son? Did your son ever have the poop where you get up in the morning and it's all up the back
Yes.
and they put it all over
Caked
the fucking
everywhere.
It's like,
wall?
"Oh God, are you kidding me?"
I was
Jane.
devastated. Understand? I didn't have anybody to teach me how to be a mom because
Right.
my mom was gone, and I thought something was seriously wrong
Oh,
with my fucking
yeah.
child for
No.
smearing shit on the walls.
They all
so I
do
talked to
that.
other
No.
moms, and they're like, "No, honey, they all
it's-
have done it."
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
finger
it's like
painting to
Play-Doh,
them.
man.
Finger
I
painting.
didn't know where to fucking begin. I didn't know where to begin.
Oh.
I set them in the tub. I called their dad, and I was like crying. I was like,
Oh wow.
I don't know what to do. He shit
I-
all over.
I actually had mine when he did it late into the night, so he had time to sleep when we got to him.
Oh.
It was dried in his hair, all over
God.
the
Yeah.
walls, the crib, and the corner. You know, like,
Oh,
oh my
jeez.
god!
I
Well, that
threw
was-
out the sheets.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna even.
It looks like
attempt.
looks like a little monster went in and just blew up all over the place.
I was pissed.
It was
dude.
it was because my eldest, when he's born, he had a very queasy stomach and so forth, so everything would come out both ends.
Right.
You know,
Oh,
all the
wow.
time, just like, and I came in, and because he didn't sleep through the night till he was 2. Yeah, 2. I'm trying to think now. Jesus. I came in one of those times crying, and of course the rails of the crib,
Yeah.
the walls, and I'm like, oh.
And the
my
rails are so
God.
hard to get it out of.
Exactly, and I was so tired. I was like, oh God, I had to get up.
You
I
guys,
just remember it's like, okay, bathtub. I'm just
you're
holding him on the
exhausted, I
arms.
know.
It's like bathtub. You got to get washed. Oh my God.
But you gotta do it. You
I
can't
gotta
leave him laying
scrub this
shit
down.
all night.
And this is
Yeah.
why I had the vasectomy, everybody, so I don't have to deal with this
Oh,
kind
I
of
wouldn't
shit.
change a moment.
But you know
of
what?
it.
As
Not a
hard
single
as
moment.
as
No,
hard
this
as times
makes
were,
me grateful for
especially-
my snip.
even when mine were teenagers, where there were times my children came closer to death than they ever knew, I still would not trade one moment of it.
I would not. No,
I,
look,
I love my
Adrian
children dearly.
was. Oh my fucking God, Adrian. Donovan's simple as cake. Tricked the shit out of me, right? This shit is easy. I mean, he was that good of a
Right.
baby. Adrian was a fucking jerk. He was a fucking jerk.
Who's the bossy one?
Since
Which one's the bossy one?
they both have their attitude.
Because I know the one was like, no, we're going to play the game, and then we're going to do this. Now leave me
That
alone.
would be Donovan.
That's okay. So he was the easy kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, like-
Adrian, he was not happy until the day he was mobile. Like his brain knew he could move, but
Right.
his body could not yet, and he
Yep.
was fucking
fucked with
pissed
him.
about it. He would flip his ass over in the car seat at like 2.5, 3 months, and I'm
Yep.
like, even. Okay, great. Where are you gonna go, kid? So
Right.
I was just so fucking tired that I put him in his bassinet and I rolled him in the closet and I closed the door.
Oh, shit. You locked him in the
No,
closet?
I mean, like my
Hey,
old,
mom have done some fucked up shit. We all have our demons.
my
It's
oldest
only like 10 minutes.
would not sleep, nothing. I mean, he had colic till he was 2 years old, first of all. So you know that colic cry
Crying,
and that
crying,
scream
crying.
and all that. And I was course, being that first child, you're exhausted anyway, and you're still just learning
Leave me
everything.
alone.
And I remember thinking, oh God, child, sleep, please. I would beg, please, just sleep. Just give me 10 minutes.
Well, you almost get to the point where you can't you just shut the fuck
God,
up and let me sleep?
I mean, Adrian was, I would say, I don't think Adrian was colicky. He was just pissed that he couldn't move.
Oh, yeah.
And he wouldn't stop fucking crying. And everything that worked for Donovan didn't work
Right.
for him. The car seat trick, the swing, the car, none of it.
Right.
That's what's really frustrating.
Now, see,
your tricks didn't work.
Now with my eldest, then I realized, I can put him in a swing, and he would actually. It's like, okay, so there were many nights that child slept. I just wake up and wind up the swing because he was sleeping in the swing.
Donovan wouldn't sleep anywhere but his car seat for a year.
Yeah, it worked. Now my other one, I was out of the hospital and home 9 hours later, and this child was sleeping through the night. I'm like, oh, thank you. I get this child is sleeping. And he had a reflex action and back in the hospital. I had to wake him up for special feedings every 3 hours all night long, and he was on an apnea monitor.
What's a reflex?
Well,
acid
you
reflux?
heard of GERD.
Oh,
where they had
yeah.
that
Oh,
acid.
God.
He was born with that, and so it would cut off his oxygen. He had to be on a special monitor.
He almost like aspirated?
Really, really painful.
Oh, shit.
Too.
Yes. So
we should get him a baby doll, like one of those life baby
Who, him?
dolls.
No,
Yeah.
I don't fucking baby doll.
That's
Come on,
right.
just
I
see
don't
how
want
many days it'd take to die.
Before I kill this thing?
That's right.
I don't want any part of that goddamn
Oh, no, we
shit.
should do this for an experiment. I remember my kid, the second one. The first one was easy. The second one was the hardest. I used to have to drive him around
Oh, God,
late
I
at
remember
night,
doing
all
that.
freaking
Yes.
night. Well, the one night I
that
went out,
too.
I was dead tired, right? I just worked all day at All Talk. I had to come home. My ex was doing her thing or whatever.
Right.
So I had to drive him around. 2 fucking hours driving around.
Oh, God,
well,
yes.
when I put him in, I was exhausted and didn't realize I didn't put the car seat on, right?
Oops.
So I'm driving around. I kept hearing this kablunk, kablunk, and I would hear us. I was like, and I didn't turn around and look. I'm like, will you just not go, please go to sleep? So I turned the music up a little louder, and I hear us kablunk. Here he was banging. The car seat was flopping each time I would turn.
So he's rolling all over the back seat.
Nice. But that's it. You are
With
so
that
exhausted.
much sleep deprivation,
You
things
don't-
are
yeah.
bound to happen to your child.
That's
okay?
it. Oh, God.
My kid rolled right off the bed, both of them.
I'm telling you, I am listening to all this stuff. Just makes me happier and happier.
My
I had my
eldest
vasectomy.
I got something
I know.
I know what you got.
for you to listen to.
I know.
Okay,
Here
you
we
can give
go.
it to us. We'll be right back, bitches.
Oh, God. Robbie at 7 months old.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude, I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gonna slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jismbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do you do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you see my face? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping, but I damn near got caught cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time and Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, fakes at your front. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you'll be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand.
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oh, yes, bitches. Welcome back to the shit that fucking irks me. And that's all good. It worked out, though, the way you did it.
He just likes to do opera anyway,
I
so
do.
it's okay.
I'm an operatic singer. Yes, because I have such a melodious voice. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, you got a voice like someone that's sick.
To go really high.
You're not a true tenor, though. So.
And then
Oh,
I
no.
go really low. We all should do as high as we can and low as we can.
Oh, God, you don't want to hear me doing that.
Go, Max.
You want me to? Oh, no, hell no.
As
I'm not
high
doing
as you
that
can
shit.
and then as low as
I
you
can't
can.
go high at all.
Just as high as you can.
I'm not doing that.
Go.
I'm not doing that.
Ocelot.
That's about as high as
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
get
how
anything
low?
out. I don't know. How low can
Probably.
I go?
Probably-
Okay, go, Jerkman.
you guys are. Well, of course, because you can sing. So see, look, that was AK's chance to showcase.
Right.
But I really don't. I can't sing in that high of an octave. I
Yeah,
can
but
do
you
just
still
that.
can sing. I cannot. I don't think either. Me,
No.
Jerkman, and Ocelot cannot sing.
No.
How do you know?
How do I
believe
know?
Me,
Oh
I
shit!
know I don't
Wait a
sing.
minute. What do you mean we can't sing?
Okay, well, Jerkman can.
Karaoke. How do you not sing?
Well,
not bad.
I
I
can't
don't-
sing. I have a horrible. Yeah, no, I've been told I don't have a good. But I do it for comedy. You know, I'm like.
I
the
don't-
She's
jokester.
never been out
I
with us, so
wanna
she would
make-
know.
Oh, she
I
wouldn't
don't,
know, huh?
I don't sing because everybody would
Yeah, why
fall
don't
over
you
dead.
sing when we go out?
I want to
I
make
got a terrible
an
voice.
Ebola song.
They already
Oh,
have
God.
I want to make my
Please.
own.
one. Okay.
I do.
Oh wow.
And you,
More-
all right.
I'm working on it.
Okay, you're going to sing it to us then?
Yeah. I'm
when
gonna,
you get it
I'm
done?
gonna
When you get it
record
written?
and we're gonna play it
Oh,
on
dopeness.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
All right, that'll work. That'll work.
So you,
Ebola song.
so you're going to come
I
in
only
for...
have like one line. That's it, and I got to fill in the rest.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
you're gonna-
just, I guess I'm just Ebola, and I'll figure out the rest.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I think
So
we
you're
beat
going to go in
Ebola-
for interview, send me the tracks and not call in?
Yes.
Oh yes. Okay,
I'll
thank you,
interview.
Jerkman. Here's what I want to talk
What
about.
happened? Oh,
Bitch
you
ass.
fucking-
I
Well,
know.
okay. Now here's the thing. Here's the problem. You know, with the online's the internet's great. I love the internet, and I'm
Right.
not going to blame the internet. You know, but at the same time, it's like guns. You know, people blame guns for people getting killed, but it's not the gun that kills people.
It
it's
is, though, really.
No, it's what the idiots that use
But
them
it
do.
is actually the
The
gun.
gun.
Well, sure, but
But you can't hold it with your finger and go bang, you're dead.
But you can't blame it on the gun. You blame it on the
No,
idiot
you
using
cannot blame the gun, but it is the gun that kills the people.
it. Well, okay, but at the same time, I'm not
It is
going
the person shooting the gun causing the gun to kill the people.
Exactly. I'm not going to blame the internet for this shit, but I'm going to just blame the people.
Again,
who,
you gotta blame the person, but you can't say it's not the gun because it is.
Well, okay, but it is what they're using the tool for.
Yeah,
you know?
it is their fault.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
they use the gun to kill somebody.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. It's what they're using that weapon for. So with the internet, you know, now everybody's become very spineless, where they hide behind their keyboards, they hide behind their monitors, and they're not real anymore. Everybody's, you know, fucking, you know, they basically, like the guy last night. You know, here it is. You know, I told the story. You guys know the story, but basically, I said, hey man, I need your phone number so we can call you the night of the interview. Even sent him the website, you know, so he could look at the website and see that, hey, you know, we're for real. I'm not some 15-year-old kid that just happens to be obsessed with your music. And
I love your music.
yo, dog. Yo, what's up, man? What's up, Gangsta Pat? I want to be down, dog.
Hey, bruh, how can I be down with your team?
Yo,
G?
I gotta be down, dog.
Gonna come do my special
What-
show.
Yeah.
What do I got to do to get you to interview on my show? Because your songs are dope sick.
Yeah, exactly. It's
he
like,
does like dope sick, though. That's his favorite word, I think.
yeah, it is dope sick.
So he didn't show, huh?
No,
He
not
didn't
at all.
call,
Totally,
no.
totally bitched out.
Did he send you a text?
Not even after.
Okay, but
No.
I
Not
was,
even an apology.
I was thinking
No,
about
not
this
even
today.
an apology.
How do you?
What a dick sucker.
But how do you know something really truly didn't happen with this guy? You know, what if something happened in his life?
No,
But
no.
you can't.
Look,
Okay, but look, common courtesy has now fucking gone out
Okay.
the window because of
if
this shit.
something went down, something happened.
Right.
How long does it take you to send me a text message?
Thank you.
A second?
Well, I don't know if my kid would have died. I don't know how long it would take or something. We don't truly know.
You know what?
So we can
I'm saying
say
something
that
bad would have
There are
happened.
certain exceptions that
Right.
obviously if he says,
If he pitched out, right.
somebody, my mother passed away or whatever,
Okay,
then you're
okay,
going to look at
fine.
it differently.
Let's
but
say worst case scenario,
standard.
his kid died.
And this is business,
It
man.
is-
Come on.
It is 7:43 the next day and still not even an
Right,
appointment.
exactly. Nothing. I didn't
Not
hear
even a
shit.
quick
But
saying,
then
"Hey, I've had
again,
a serious
who's the idiot here? You keep bringing these weeds in, and they do the same shit and thing every damn time.
Well, not everyone though.
Most of them do.
No, not most of them.
But if he hears a song and he asks them and they say yeah, then you would
Yeah,
expect
if-
them to hold up to their word.
Right.
I think what he's getting at is that people no longer stick to their word.
No, and you're right. Everybody, a lot of people are fake.
Nobody does what they say they're going to
That is true.
do.
Yep, and you know what? Common courtesy has been replaced with bullshit and fucking spinelessness.
I was just playing devil's advocate for a second.
You always do, just because you like to be an asshole. But no, sorry, man, I'm just fired up.
No, it's
That wasn't
okay.
nothing personal.
I know it's a lot like not having toilet paper.
But no, I mean if you have
same
if
shit.
you have a show
No pun intended.
and you're planning your show around that individual,
Right.
their music, and
Right.
the interview. First of all, I don't have to fucking give you airtime, dude.
No,
I liked
exactly.
your music enough that I thought, hey, you know what? I'm gonna let you come on.
Right.
And then you be a dick without even giving me the common courtesy of telling me why you didn't show up.
Exactly.
Or call in, right.
That's my whole
So,
thing.
yeah, so you're sitting here, you're not even, you don't have a fucking record, you're not signed to fucking anything, you're trying to break through, somebody gives you an opportunity to be heard by God knows how many fucking people,
Well, this-
and you're so full of your fucking self that you don't show up?
Well, this is the thing. This guy, I mean, he was never big, but he was an underground rapper from like the 90s. And so I dug his shit from back in the day. You know, I listened to it in high school.
What is his name?
Gangsta Pat.
Gay. Gayster Pat.
Wow.
Gayster Pat. I like that.
She just took
I
him
like
down.
that. I like that. That was
One
nice.
word.
That was AK just blew him out.
That's right.
So.
Ew, I didn't blow him out.
Well, no, you put holes in his
took him
ass.
out,
You
yeah.
put holes in him is what you did.
Took him down.
So, but no, that's bitch shit. You know, and there's a lot of that going on. More
Did
so.
you post it on your Facebook and blast him?
Well, you know what I did? I
show last night.
on the show last night. I talked about it a little bit, and then on the YouTube video, I said, "So we learned on this one that Gangsta Pat's a bitch," and then we talked about Ebola. So I said a little bit about Ebola, and then that you shouldn't put your parents, a nursing home to rot or something like that. So anyway, I did post that, but you know what? I figure I'm not even going to waste the time to even write the jack off and say, hey fucker, what happened to you? Because it's like, all right, dude, well, you're a dick and you're never welcome on the show again. So, but there's a lot of that going on. And this kind of leads me to I'm trying to be, with, as you call her, Tootsie Toes, there, Jerkman, with her, although our thing isn't time sensitive, so it's not the same thing. But at the same time, it's been a while since I've heard from her, and I'm like, you kind of wig out a little bit.
I'm telling you right,
All right,
now.
We
She's not
haven't
interested.
We haven't been here, so
Yeah,
you're
they
talking
don't
to
know.
me about something I don't know. So you and Tootsie Toes have this communication going.
We
right?
had, but I
So
haven't heard
I'm
from her
just-
lately.
okay,
But
so I'm trying to piece together. You sent her obviously an email or something, and she hasn't responded.
a couple, yeah, I've
Okay,
sent her.
What
a
do you
few.
guys normally talk about when you do talk?
Different shit,
That doesn't help me. What do you guys talk about?
Well, sometimes.
Is it sexual? Is
sometimes,
it just about
sometimes
the job?
it's sexual.
Is it about the
Sometimes,
weather?
sometimes it's sexual. Sometimes it's other.
Is there anything truly
Are
personal?
you initiating the sexual conversation, or is she?
It's I said something, but she kind of leads in. Well, I don't want to say she leads into it, but she'll say something like, "Oh, I'm holding a lit cigarette between my toes right now. I thought you might dig that," and I'm like,
So she's flirting with you.
a little
'cause
bit.
She knows you like feet.
Oh yeah,
But is she flirting with him because she's
I
just
think she's
another
playing
one on the
games.
site? Right.
Yeah, I
Trying to
think
keep
she's
a pen
playing
pal
games.
thing going? Right. That's what I think.
Well, and maybe
How long
so.
has it been since she's not contacted?
Almost a month. So.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, she's not
That's a
interested.
Done deal.
So yeah, well, that's it. But at the same time, I'm not gonna fucking write her and
Well,
go
you
off
can't.
on.
You
No,
can't
of course
because
not.
that's her choice.
Right.
She wasn't feeling it, so she stopped communicating, and that's her right to do so. Would it have been nice maybe to be like, hey, I don't even think she owes you that because it wasn't a serious relationship or
No,
anything.
it wasn't but at the same time, it's kind of like, oh, okay.
It's kind of
well.
like those girls that go out and you get the porn stars. So everybody's going to, the little fucking guys home jacking off, go, I love you. I want to be. They'll get their little shit and things back. Maybe they filled it out once in a great while, or their little PR people did. I think that's what this was, kind of on a smaller scale.
Well, but it's that whole, but that's acceptable now. I guess that's what's sad.
Well, that's always been acceptable in that kind of forum.
Well, but this isn't, like I said, this isn't like a sex chick. This isn't.
But no, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. You had the interest. She truly didn't. You were just somebody that came in and she was communicating back with because she felt you were a fan.
Maybe. That's probably, you know.
That's pretty much probably what it was. That's why she would throw those little innuendos that would be what you wanted to hear.
Right. Well, you know what, and I guess I guess if you want me to leave you alone, you just don't answer back.
Right,
you know?
and she probably, my guess would be, eventually she probably will come back around, try to do that same thing, because she's only getting to people, she knows she can't leave everybody hanging off to the side, so now she has to get to them and keep them hanging on, and then go back around, come back around, oh, I didn't forget you, honey, you know, and that kind of sort of thing.
Right, yeah.
So you will just be a fan to her.
Well, and that's what it is, man.
Did you have conversations that were personal?
Yeah, well, a little bit. We did get a little personal. You know, about some things.
Well,
like what?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, just family shit and stuff like that.
But did she really get personal with you? Or was it mostly you? Honestly, take a good look at what you said to her. Or was it always taken back around to the little fantasy thing about her feet?
There was talk about the feet, but I think that's what a lot of us would
But that's,
get into.
a fan. You considered you a fan.
Well, and maybe that's what I was. Maybe I'm a fan. So, you know, I got fans of my show, you know, so I know how that goes.
And you would know how it goes, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I can't get mad at that.
No.
You know, and that's the thing. You know, but that's the point though. You try, because there's moments where I get like, God damn it, you know, what the fuck? She still hasn't written me back, but then you got to stop yourself, you know, and go, okay, no, hold up, you know.
It's a fantasy for you.
Very mature of you.
Yeah.
Well, you got to. I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, yell at the person
I'm
and scream?
I'm just surprised of that coming from you, I guess, because of how often I always hear how you're owed shit by everybody.
Well, you know.
Like, you owe me this.
Right.
I'm entitled to this.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You're throwing me in the entitlement
Well,
category?
actually, you kind of do that sometimes, and you just don't realize it.
Huh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And when? When's
the first time would be, if you don't mind if I step in on this one, first time would be when you first wrote her. You felt entitled that she immediately right back to you, and she did not. And you blew the fucking stack over that one.
Well, you know, and that's it was I was surprised she wrote me back at all afterwards.
But see, and that's why I said, that's why I believe it fell into the fan category. She eventually did get back to you. She played around, but when she was talking to you, it got personal, but really not. She would always spin it back around to what the true message that she was putting out, which she would consider you a fan. So, I got a cigarette between my toes, or I get this. She was keeping you on the Tootsie Toe thing, kind of.
You know what sucks, though, is why is it the chicks that I end up liking are always ones that I can't have for one fucking reason.
Well,
nobody knows that.
And then the ones I don't like are just all over me, you know, and that's just like, okay, what am I doing wrong?
That happens. I mean,
to everybody, I think it just happens to me.
No.
There goes, it's all about you.
It is. Hey, it's my world.
It's not
I
just
live
you.
in.
Everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it just seems like
If you ask anybody, they'll be like, yeah, the ones I want don't want me, and the ones I don't want are all over.
But when does that shit stop?
It doesn't.
When you find,
so you just settle and suck the dick? Fuck that.
When you find somebody who has the same interest that you have.
That won't happen.
And can get together with her.
So you're saying you'll never find anybody who's as interested in you as you are in them?
No, it's never mutual.
What?
That shit will never be motherfucking.
Depressing.
Yeah, well, that's real. That's how it is.
Well, it has
I will never, because you know what? The ones I like, it's never going to be a mutual thing.
Why?
It's never balanced. It's just the
Why?
way it is. I don't know why. We'll ask God.
You're a good guy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
but
then.
But you know what? It just seems like the ones that, you know, again, the ones I like
it's just
don't
not time.
like me.
It's not time for
And the
you.
ones, it's never going to be time. I will be you know what? I'll be a dead. Think about this. When you die, how the fuck do you go on the ground? By yourself. Nobody goes with you.
Okay, that's great. You die by yourself. That is not
Aim
anything
the
to do with
motherfucker
what we're
in.
talking about right now.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
In other words, yeah, I'm not gonna. I will never. I'm basically gonna have to. You know, I'm stuck with nut buckets and hose that I could toss off in their face. You know, that's what I'm.
No, you're stuck with what you choose.
The fact that you don't think that anybody would be as interested in you as you are in them makes me sad for you.
Oh, no. Let me back that up. Hold up. It's never the mutuality. I'm not talking about. Trust me, there are women that are interested in me, but it's not ones that I'm into at all.
That's what she's saying.
I just said. I think that it's sad that you don't think that a woman will be as interested in you as you are in them.
Oh, it will never be mutual. It's either they're going to be way more interested in me than I will be them. Or
how
vice
do you
versa.
judge? But how do you judge that anyhow? I mean, you can have two people that say they love each other, but how do you know the feeling of love that they have for you and you have for them are exactly equal? in the same exact fashion.
So you're saying the girl that you were with for, was it 7 years?
6.
Oh yeah,
6 years wasn't mutually interested?
No. Oh, she was way interested. See, that's it.
And
the
he
mutuality
wasn't as
was
much.
not there. I was not. That's what I'm saying.
He
There
just
was
kind of kept her. Hey, maybe it's karma.
maybe.
No,
The-
you'll find somebody.
The mutuality. That's what
I think-
everybody says.
I think maybe
I will bet you.
I think maybe you need to reevaluate your standards as far as the girls that you'll only find interest in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what
I can't control who I
I don't
like,
know
though.
what your threshold is. Like, do you have a list of like, well, she does this or does that? No, 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 no,
you
no.
know, there might just be
so
things.
if your list of no's is bigger than your yeses,
No, but
then-
there's just things that jump out and grab me about certain people. You know that I'm
Like
just
what?
like, wow. You know, well, somebody who obviously is intelligent and their points are, you know, they make their points well.
If I was a miracle creator, not God, but like God, and I could create you a woman right now, what
See-
would be your 3 key points she must have?
People ask you to spit out these.
No,
Damn, can I
just
put an order in too?
Just 3 key points that are the most important to you
What
in
are
a,
things
in a
that are
woman's
extremely
personality.
important?
Does she need
Right.
to be funny? Does she need to be caring? Does she need to be sarcastic? Does
You
she
know-
need to cook? I mean,
But there's so many different women that I've liked for different reasons. I mean, like, Koala obviously is way different than this one that I
okay,
just
so
told
what
you
you
about.
need to do is think about all the women that you have been interested in and find the
what?
commonality in what they all possess that you've liked.
They
All
all
right.
look like men.
Well, yeah, funny.
Just
Well,
kidding.
actually, one commonality, one trait that I do like in pretty much in my women is assertiveness.
Okay,
There's
there you go.
There's a trait.
Okay.
So
Got 2 more? She's going
Um,
to create this one for you if you can come up with 2 more.
yeah, create. Okay, she's gonna create this, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, fuck. I don't want somebody. Well, I guess this goes back to assertiveness, but I don't want somebody who agrees with every fucking thing I say. Oh, I got another one for
So
you.
you want independence.
Yeah, independence. There we go. Also, they make me step out of my comfort zone. Not somebody who does everything I want to do.
But that's something new for you.
Yeah, but that's a realization.
That's fine, though. It can be new.
I know, but what I'm saying though is you could have had maybe someone else before if you would have came to that realization
But
sooner.
he didn't, and you can't
Right.
worry about what he could have had.
I know,
or
but that's
the
what I'm
Things
saying.
just- things
it
come
wasn't
along,
the time.
man.
That's what I'm saying. Because you're going by your past things, saying, "Well, this never happened yet." Well, maybe because you didn't come to this realization yet.
Well, I've
Right.
come to it now, and nothing's
so-
happened.
Well, just
I
because
mean,
you
we're
came to it
not-
right
but
away
we're
doesn't
not gonna
mean.
convince him that he's going to find somebody. We're just going to have to wait for it to happen.
Yeah.
And it probably will not, because the thing is this.
You get what you put out in the universe, man.
Well,
So if you truly believe you won't find somebody, you probably won't.
That's a self-fulfilling prophecy
no, that's
right
some bullshit.
there.
No,
No, it's
that's some
not.
bullshit. This law of attraction, I don't believe in that at all. You know, that whole thing of, oh, if you want it, it'll
secret.
come.
The
That's some
Okay.
bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, this
So
guy's a fucking.
Let's look at where you are right now, single with nobody who's mutually interested.
Right.
And okay, so get back to me on how that works out for you as far as law of
Hey.
attraction. 'Cause You're getting exactly what you think you're going to get.
Oh, but that's how it is. I don't, you know, I'm going on what I've seen. You know,
You've seen something? I thought you were
Oh,
blind.
damn, that was dumb.
I had to throw one in there.
Fuck, that was hazmat-y.
I
that was in hazmat zone, man. I'm sorry.
Well, you've been hanging out with
This
the
is
guy.
what happens, and I'm not talking about law of attraction. Fuck the law of attraction thing, okay? This mystical. If I believe I'll get $1 million, I
Right.
will. This is what I'm telling you on a psychological level. If you believe that you're not going to find anybody, nobody's going to be as interested as you, or you're not going to find the girl that you're looking for, and if you do, she isn't going to want you. What you're doing subconsciously is setting yourself up to block people out. So even if she's standing in front of your fucking face, you're not going to see it because you full-heartedly believe it's not going to happen.
I don't know. See, I always get that first optimism when I meet somebody that I really dig. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, this could work. And I start fantasizing.
Okay, but it's natural that, okay,
So
you can
you're-
start, but then you
he's-
start shutting it down.
He's in defense is what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's protecting himself.
Well-
And I see what's going on now because you have had that optimism, and every time you do, the bitch lets you fucking down,
Yeah,
and it doesn't happen.
exactly.
So to prevent yourself from feeling that heartache, you just decided to come to the conclusion it won't happen, and
Well-
then if it does, it'll just be a pleasant surprise.
But when it continues to happen, you know, then you see it happening all the time. You're like, oh, this is just what the fuck. But it doesn't stop me from, if there's somebody I find that I like, I still try to pursue
Isn't
them.
that what I just said?
Well, yeah.
That so many times you've been
No,
let
it
down,
actually
so
isn't.
now, as a defense mechanism, instead of being hurt with the optimism, you're just going to say, you know what, it's not going to happen, and then you'll just be pleasantly surprised if it does, instead of setting yourself up, it is, and being broken again over and over.
Well, you know, I find when I give up on things is when they come.
That's exactly what she just said. She said, basically what you're saying is that you're not going to expect it. You're going to be surprised when it occurs because you're just going on with your life.
I mean, that's all you can do.
Well, you've seen what I've been doing lately. I'm changing everything about what I used to do before. I'm staying more positive on things. I'm eating better. I'm looking at things differently.
You found the lizard.
No, no.
Right?
What I decided is I put myself into the depression I was in, and I'm the only one that's going to dig my ass back out of it.
Right.
So, and it's like, you see what I'm doing. What am I doing? In the next 2 weeks, I've got 3 fucking major events I'm going to go to. How many times have I done that before? I always turned them down. I would say no. I would, well, I have no date. I don't drive still yet. And fuck this. I'm going.
Well, good.
I'm going to go out. I'm going to have a good goddamn time. It's like tonight I was saying,
Well,
I'm still going
to enjoy life, man. You
yeah,
know?
but what I'm saying is the fact that I'm not going to go keeping with the same
drum,
same shit I had before. Like, oh,
Right.
well, this
Same
isn't going to
shit,
happen. Well,
different
it's not going to
story.
fucking happen unless I make it fucking happen, or at least believe it. There is the possibility it can happen. But sitting in this goddamn studio is not going to bring what I want in life.
Right.
I mean, it's got its purpose, but it's not my entire life and shouldn't be.
Right, you're not. Your life is not same shit, different story.
Right,
It's
because if
you're
I-
allowing yourself to move
Yeah,
forward.
and it's like I said tonight because we were walking out. It was what's her name show. I said, hey, if you know a decent girl that wants to go out that night, I said I have to. I'm not going to show up by myself because I'd feel fucking stupid, And Josephine said, yeah, I'll go.
Oh, cool.
I was like,
So you got
all
somebody
right,
to
cool.
go with you.
So Josephine's going to go
Oh,
with
dope
me
this.
on, yeah. So
All
we're
right.
going to head out that night. I told her I had a motel room. I said, you don't have to stay there. Trust me, that's not what I'm. She's like,
Right.
She starts giggling. But the whole thing is that I didn't back down this time. I said, fuck it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make sure nothing stops me from it.
And I'm not going to back down. Having said that, I'm not backing down from any opportunity. But the thing is, I'm just used to how things seem to be working out with that. It's just, some things you are not, you're not. I'm lucky in a lot of other things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Man, you've seen some shit where I've escaped by the skin of my scrotum.
But we all have, I
know,
believe.
there's been some shit. So I figure it balances out. So I may not be lucky in love, but I'm lucky in other things. And it's just it's a gripe, but that's all it is.
Did you ever think sometimes you set yourself up for that area because, like AK said, you're trying to protect yourself, so you will go for what you don't think will truly happen? Because you may say, because look at this girl. You liked what she wrote. You automatically were attracted to that. You knew.
See, but you're seeing it as like a jack off.
No.
I love a stripper.
No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you saw an opportunity for someone with a personality you may like because of what she wrote. So you instantly jumped into that, knowing because you got mad right off the bat. It seemed to me like you wanted to say, "Okay, she didn't want me. I knew it. Fuck her. Goddamn." You wanted to go that direction because you wanted to have that rejection because you that's the way you feel about yourself.
Because that's what you expected.
You're expecting. So you went to an area where you figured you'd be rejected.
I mean, you can't. Here, look.
But you know what? You can't really control who you like, man. It just happens.
Nobody's telling you to control who you like.
It just happened. I couldn't. I didn't make it.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you not shutting down the fact that it's possible that somebody can be mutually interested in you.
Right.
I mean, you can't count on a whole lot of things. I'll tell you this. You can count on this.
We'll be right back.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic, like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did happen a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob blues. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gag, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now. We gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jismbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do you do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted. My own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers life. Hip-hop bangers life.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks, life.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on J&J.FM.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance. Available for digital download only. Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Yes, bitches. So, Jerkman did diagnose me, and I guess I've been a little worked up over all this shit.
Well, I don't think it was just me. I think it was all of us, really.
Well, you guys did. It was all...
Right. I think, to be fair, it wasn't just Jerkman. All of us were kind of like, okay.
We've all been talking about you behind your back.
Yeah.
I bet, man.
Yeah, we're like, this guy's got some issues going on here, and they're just not normal. They're not like him.
Why we all said it to your face.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk behind your back.
Well, you know, and that's, but it just happens, man, when you're into somebody and then you just felt like they're not reciprocating. And
We
you're like,
just didn't know what it was.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
we didn't know. I mean, if we probably would have sat down and tried to guess and figure, we may have come up with that, but we didn't do that. We just knew there was something up. The show was going totally different from what it used to before.
Right.
You were pissed off about everything and anything, and the littlest thing would piss you the fuck off, and you would go on these tangents about it. We're like, what the fuck?
Right.
Well, I do that a lot.
Lash out at us for no reason.
Yeah.
Right. It was nothing but anger come in 24/7.
How long was this going on?
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, at least.
You know how we usually joke around and then we'll do another joke back, but you would just like go for the throat, like any little topic.
Right.
Like if I'd be like, oh, you bumped into that, what, you can't see? You'd be like, oh yeah, that's what you would say, you fucking heroin addict.
Yeah.
And I'm like, god damn.
And I would say something, you'd be like, yeah, at least I'm not going to die next week. We're like, Jesus Christ.
Exactly it.
So, wow, man. So this has been fuck.
Yeah, it's been a little journey for you.
Yeah.
I guess it has. Shit. Wow, that's crazy. Well, I don't want to be doing that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, coming to a realization will just help you,
Right.
deal
Well, I
with
mean,
it now, I guess.
We're your friends and we love you and
Right.
we weren't sure how to approach the situation, but we don't want to, make it seem like we were attacking you or anything like that.
Right,
But we
right.
were kind of like on eggshells, like, well, I don't know what we should and shouldn't joke about anymore.
Right.
Because it goes like right fucking
Right for the
to throat.
jugular.
It's a
Yeah.
sensitive topic.
Yeah, you know what? I just gotta enjoy it for what it is, man.
Right.
And that's it. You know, I can't. I'm trying to make more of it, and I'm wanting more, and going, oh god damn it.
Yeah, and it's just not
You
there.
know?
And it's kind of like, okay, we'll use a toothache as an analogy.
Okay.
And if you have a toothache, you're focused on that toothache, and anybody come up and says something to you, you're going to fuck off. You're going to fuck away from me.
yeah,
My mouth
yeah.
fucking, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where you were. It was a deal where no matter what anybody said to you, you were ready to snap at everybody.
Yeah, that's
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because I have been very snappy with a lot of shit.
Well, my God, like I said, okay, you do rants, and we understand that. That's
Right.
called the shit that irks me. That's
Right,
fine.
that's what the show's
but when
about.
when you're literally like you was the other night, you were flipping the fuck out over toilet paper. I was like, you got to be kidding me, over toilet paper?
Right.
I mean, you were getting
It's
almost
funny, though.
violent.
It's kind of funny though, but I mean, because I do have, I have those moments.
Yeah, I know, but the whole thing was it was
But it
different.
was a continuous.
Right.
It wasn't like you're sitting there slamming your hands down, and any other time you would have been just like, okay, this bitch should have
This is
toilet
like
paper.
the first show we've done in a while where we're back to the old state.
Normal, yes.
Exactly.
Right.
Where we're all, we're having our therapy, we're connecting, we're, building a bond, we're bitching, whatever.
Right.
Right.
Previously, it's just like we were like, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to
Well, I noticed
do
that
with
too,
him.
and like I thought it was you guys, to be honest with you.
Of course you did.
No, because you guys were very quiet, like the last couple shows.
Nobody
that
knew
you've
what
been
the
here
hell to
for.
say to
That's
you.
right, because we were, it's like, okay, what do we say
if we did
here?
say anything, you would just like.
Yeah, go bleed to death, you fucking heroin addict.
Yeah.
Hey, you fucking troll-toed motherfucker.
I don't
Why
think
don't you get beat by your boyfriend?
I don't think I ever went
Yeah.
there with you, did I?
Oh, you did.
Yes, you did.
The addiction thing quite a few times.
Did I?
Yeah, you threw it at her.
Yeah.
And you threw the cancer at me.
Well, I know
instantly.
that one. I do remember that. I remember that one.
I was like, holy shit, okay, well, let me get the gloves on first here. Fuck.
Wow, man. Well, you know what? I apologize to all of you.
There's no need for apology.
fucking-
We're all friends.
We're all friends. We all just do this because
If
we are
weren't-
friends.
If we weren't friends, we wouldn't have been bringing it up. We would have just continued to talk behind your back.
Yeah.
That's right.
We had a meeting
But
one
we
night
didn't
about you.
have, like, we weren't talking behind your back. We were like, we think something's wrong with,
Right.
and I think he's upset about something, and how should
we
we
need,
approach
right,
it?
we need to figure out how to approach this so that we can get them to the right result.
And we all did say we're having a hard time doing the show because we don't know what to do on the show.
Wow. Damn. So this is crazy.
It was either that or we were going to get this little voodoo doll of you and give it Ebola.
Right.
We wasn't sure which we were going to do.
So wait, now, when I was coming in tonight, were you guys like, okay, we're going to approach this on the show tonight?
You know what?
Or how did it go down?
The whole thing is it comes down to is that I wasn't sure if these guys were going to show in any because it's been one of these deals where nobody's been kind of wanting to step into the arena because we didn't know how many lions were going to pop out that night to chew our nuts off.
Right.
Yeah. Well, those who had nuts.
Yeah.
Which would only be you, Jerkman, but
Right.
the other two. Well, Ocelot, I don't know. You know, she may have some.
I told you, both of us have nuts. They're just so big, they have to be on our chest.
Gotcha.
But no, we had no. We never talked about whether we were going to bring it up tonight or not. No. It just the show actually had a good start tonight. You actually sat back and listened like you used to do before and came in instead of just instantly. That's why the minute I brought up, and we'll be honest with you right here, right now, when I started talking about the issue you had, AK and everybody looked at me like, oh, great, you fucking brought that up. Now he's going to go
the
up.
fire.
And I was like over here going, oh, God, you're right. I should have just shut my fucking mouth.
Wow.
But it's good we did because it actually brought it to this point.
Yeah, it brought it to the surface.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize, to be honest with you, I mean, in my mind I was having turmoil, but I thought I was doing good. And it's shit. And not to talk shit, AK, but I'm sure as an addict, you know, sometimes too in your mind, you think, oh, nobody else knows, man.
Oh, yeah,
this
absolutely.
is my little demon. I'm fighting it.
Right,
Nobody
I'm doing fine.
Right.
Nobody knows a thing. I can handle this. I
Right.
got this. It'll pass. I'll deal with it. Yeah.
That everybody sees
Yeah,
it
yeah.
in reality. So that's crazy.
Because even the other night when me and you were doing a show, I was trying to get into some heavy topics and you wanted nothing to do with it. You were just like, oh, I don't want to talk about this. I want to rant about stuff that has nothing to do with anything.
Right.
Well, you know what? Hey, we had a good show last night, though. We were on Ebola. We were on.
Yeah, there was some off and on through the last couple of days. We've had a couple spots that have been decent.
See, I thought last night's show was pretty good.
No, last night was all right. I mean, there were some parts where I had to say, and didn't you even notice last night you see me trying to pull you back a little bit on some things?
Yeah.
And even the show before that one, it was Tuesday or Monday night, and you said, look, I don't want to take this show in a different. I was just trying to pull you back a little bit. And I even told these guys, I mean, I know I told at least Ocelot here, I said, look, I'm trying to get this in a different direction again. I said, something's up. I don't know what. I said, and I'm trying to pull him back around to what he used to do. Right. And I was trying to do it that night, and you wanted nothing to do with it. You're like, oh, I'm not going to conform my show to these motherfuckers. I don't care if they listen or they don't listen. Blah, 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 blah. But we had listeners, and we kept them on, but we started doing like we did, like we used to do. We had a show.
Right.
And not just I'm trying to hide something, but it's obvious to everybody something's fucking wrong show.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, because I did. I was like, damn, man, it's just a demon, you know, that I thought I was fighting.
And we, you know, because we thought about it, we were like, well, were we joking with you about things we never had before? But they were the same jokes that you used to take fine.
Yeah, right.
And then it bothered. I mean, as simple as, I think I mentioned something about the promise ring that one night. And I was like, oh, well, just don't, I was like, well, just don't buy her a promise ring or anything. And then normally you would fire back with the same level of a joke.
Right.
But you're like, yeah, I guess I should just go home and get beat every night. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, my
Damn,
God.
did I go? Wow.
Yeah,
you did.
You know, some of this I don't even remember, and it's not that I chose not to remember it. It's just we've done so many shows.
Yeah.
I forget.
It was kind of one of those deals. Remember when you said you don't need a shotgun to kill a fly?
Oh, you're killing a fly with a shotgun?
Yeah, that's what you kind of did.
Wow.
She was the fly, and you're pulling out a fucking shotgun
Damn.
like a boom.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, you know, the other night when I had seen Jane and her friend, and they were talking to me, you know, it was a little bit more encouragement, and I was like, okay, and I was a little more positive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I know what you're saying though. Building somebody up, unnecessarily,
Right.
and
we're talking to you as a friend, and friends would talk to another friend.
Right.
Right.
It's that simple. There could be a billion different things it could be, but we're telling you as friends what we really think is going on.
Right.
And the fact that you brought it out, that now we know this is really what's been eating you up.
Right.
Yeah, it has. And what'll happen is, like yesterday, I felt I was pretty positive. I felt.
Right.
I mean, you may have seen a different side of me.
Off and on, because even my mom said, she goes, because the one night we did it, she's like, wow. She goes, that sounds like the old STIM radio. But then you just kept snapping right back. It was like you were fighting this thing. Like one minute it would sound like it was going to go the right direction, and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, I don't want it. I got to keep this kind of anger going, and I don't want to,
Damn.
And it would snap right back, and you're like, oh God.
I guess I felt I had some shit that I had to get off my chest that was not leaving. It's like it'd be like throwing up, like, no, I got more, blah,
And that's the whole thing. It didn't, because I'll be honest, I talked to Ocelot tonight before you showed up.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I have been trying to whip him around. I said, I don't know what's going to happen. I told her, I don't even know if I can sit on the show tonight.
Really?
I said, yes.
So I didn't realize this was such a big thing. Wow.
Well, it's because you don't want to.
We didn't know what we could and couldn't say, or what
Right.
would set you off or wouldn't, and we didn't want it to turn into something that it didn't need to. Do you know what I mean? We knew something was up, but we didn't know what the fuck it was.
What exactly it was that was causing.
I think the biggest underlying issue, well, for me anyway, was that clearly something was bothering you, and as your friend, I want to help, or at least, let you talk to me about it, and we didn't know how to help you, and that sucks when you're someone's friend you don't know how to help.
Right. Well, I didn't realize I was going that crazy, guys.
Well, we all been there. I mean,
we've all done it.
Yeah.
We think we're handling, like you said, we think we're handling something, and really we're lashing out at everybody.
Well,
and acting like jerks.
And the one piece of advice that Jane did give me, she said, just continue doing what you do. In other words, do your job, do your radio show.
Yeah.
Don't get depressed. Don't get
right.
And I was like, okay, thanks. I'll do that. So of course I'd plan to do that. But I guess I didn't realize that it was working its way into my work, into my radio show.
Into so many environments.
Yeah, fuck, man. I just got to, like you said.
Much like an addict, you started to obsess about something.
Oh, yeah, it was getting obsessive.
And that's dangerous. And the thing about self-deception is you can't spot it by yourself.
Hell, yeah, right.
Okay?
Exactly. We're good liars to ourselves.
Yeah. So I'll tell myself a great lie and believe it in a minute. And if I don't have you guys here to tell me otherwise, then guess what? I'm going to fucking
believe
do
it. Right.
Well, here's the bitch, though. Because I know, all right, we're going to talk about this. It's going to sound good. You think, oh, yeah, we got him whipped around. But I'm probably going to get this again. It's probably going to fuck with me more, or I'll think about it in the middle of the night or something.
Well, of course.
So if you see it again, call it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Please.
Yeah. And that's not to say, don't bitch about stuff.
Right.
We want you to still this is the shit that irks us.
Right.
Where we come to fucking say shit that bothers us.
Right,
You know
therapy
what I mean?
and shit.
But if it's all over the place and we don't know what the fuck you're talking about and why you're lashing out, that's where we get concerned. Of course, you're going to come on here and be like, you know what? It's been 2 months and I still haven't heard anything. Get it out.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I think what happened is you weren't getting it out. You were bitching about all this meaningless shit, but you weren't really getting to what was actually
what was eating
you.
me.
What was really
so
really
the
hurting.
toilet paper was, the straw that broke the camel's back. When really it was something
God
else.
damn it, there was toilet paper sitting next to me, but fuck, they did not hand it to me. God, I shit all over the floor. You're like, Jesus, go to the other bathroom.
Yeah, because I know she'd been bringing that up lately, and I was like, why is he so on the toilet paper? But obviously that was a big...
Because you could see it was a smoke screen for something really bothering me.
So what you wanted me to do is get what was bothering me out.
Right.
And
that's what we're here. This is what this show is for, to get shit out that's really fucking
yeah,
bothering
you know what? See, that's the other thing, too. I'm always like, well, maybe she's listening, and I don't want to,
and that painted you into a corner. So your therapy was no longer therapy.
Right.
You know what? You can't do that to yourself.
No.
You can't suppress what you're going to say on your show because someone might be listening.
Yeah, and you're right. And this is what I've always tried to steer away from.
Right.
Remember, I told you, Jerkman, after Shell left, I said I'm never censoring myself for anybody again.
Exactly.
So,
I mean, there's a way to do it tactfully if you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings.
Right.
But,
and I
you
really,
can also, you don't have to hold it in either because you see what it does.
Right. Well, and I really, see, that's it. I don't want to hurt her feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously there's an interest there, you know, and I don't want to be mean.
Well,
you know, but at the same time, it's like there's a part of me that just, it's like, oh, God damn it. What the fuck?
But see, did you see what you just did there?
But if she is a mature
Pardon me?
individual like we are,
Mm-hmm.
then she'll be willing to understand, you know, if you were so happen to say something that she didn't like and she heard it, then that opens the door to be like, you know what, this is really what was going on. This is why I said that.
That's why I'm feeling this way. And I'm sorry, but I like you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Do you fucking like me? Yes.
Yep.
I fucking like you too.
We'll lay it out there. And if she is listening, yes, I do like you. I'm into you. And
there's nothing wrong with saying that.
Yeah.
But you've been feeling like you can't. That's the whole thing. Right. And what I was saying earlier was right there. After getting some of this out and opening it up, you almost started with that, but you stopped because you just started getting it out. So you don't. I could see that the anger that was built up from holding it in.
Right.
And that was just even 2 seconds ago.
You talking about like when I was with
just 2 seconds ago, right when AK was talking to you right there. You started with the, but God damn it, I just wanted to let her know I like her. So you started out with that, because you were almost going to hold it in again.
Right.
So you can see that's where the anger came from.
Yeah, just the holding back.
Holding back what your thoughts were. And that eats up anybody. It doesn't matter if it's a relationship, whatever.
I know and understand better than anybody in here what it feels like to not be able to express yourself because you're afraid someone might be listening.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks, dude, and it'll eat you up.
Yeah.
Well, you remember with my ex, I never used to talk about stuff in the air, especially with her, because I don't care anymore.
Yeah, well, now,
I've covered it. But remember before, would I say anything about it?
No,
I would not.
You always repress that.
Yeah, always repressed it.
But and that's the thing, though. That's you're like, well, but I love them. But you're right, because it goes back to what cruise control always tells me. You know, if somebody's gonna not accept who you are and how you feel sometimes, then fuck them. You don't need them. You know, and God damn it, guys. Wow.
Yeah,
that's
got to feel a little bit better for you now, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You look like you're almost ready to cry.
I'm be honest, my eyes are.
I know, I can see that. That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
Yeah. So see,
it's been built up. You know what I mean?
And this is what you needed.
It will physically affect you.
Yeah.
Your sleep, the way you feel, your head starts hurting. I mean, ailments will come upon you because that's the only way the body knows how now to release it is physically, because you're not expressing yourself emotionally.
Yeah.
And even if you don't want to talk about it on the air and it's bothering you, we go outside how many times?
Yeah. 4 times.
Yeah.
4 times each
We
time.
just be like, you know what, I want to talk about this, but not on the air, but I really got to get it out.
Right.
We're more than just radio buddies. Do you know what I mean? Like for me anyway.
We're all true friends.
We're friends. So you should be able to feel like you can talk to us about shit, and if you don't want to do it on the air, there's a lot of shit we've shared not on the air. You know what I
True.
mean?
Yeah, that we've talked about outside.
How many years? Come on, think about this. Me and you have had more hours off the air talking about shit than we probably have on the air.
And we do say that shit, where we say, well, what's the, what's more exciting, what we say off the air or on the air?
Right.
And see, the whole thing for you is I'm just happy, and I'm sure that AK and Ocelot, too, are happy that we could sit down and help you figure this out because you're a friend.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
Wow. Well, somebody once asked me, has there ever been a time that you almost start crying on your show?
And I say it now, yeah.
And I'm like, wow, this is the first time. And now there's video, you fuckers. So you can see it.
Just proves that you're a human being.
Yes.
Right.
And that's the part we like to see.
Yeah.
That's right. We're all human, and we all going
cry.
through. That's right.
Yeah.
And we all go through shit all the time.
Yeah.
And
I'm
that's
sure
what
there's
we're
going to
here
come
for.
a time where one of us is going to be acting fucking crazy,
Exactly.
and we're going to have to be like, dude, what the fuck is your problem?
Hey, look at me. I flipped out on Jeremy the other day.
Oh, yeah, you walked out on
And
the
I
show.
did apologize. I mean,
Oh, man.
I just wasn't putting up with anything, but I had a lot on my mind. I've got a lot on my fucking mind, and to me that day, that bullshit was too petty for me to deal with, and I flipped the fuck out on him.
Right, like, because
and
there's
took
more important shit
Yeah,
happening
I'm
for
thinking, okay, you want to cover a topic. First of all, I don't want to be talking about anything right now, and I'll be honest with everybody. I have not wanted to talk in anybody's show for a long period of time. I've just got a lot on my fucking mind, and I have not been totally there with a lot of different things.
Right.
All I've been doing is popping off one little fucking liners, nothing of substance, nothing of any true value to anybody, and so that day, I flipped the fuck out. Well, you heard it.
I mean, to me, I thought you were making some good points.
Well, I was, but it was frustrating to me that it wasn't being talked about. It was like more bullshit on top of the stuff I've already had. Now, if he would have been talking to me as a human and saying, okay, I see your point, but here's my point, but he wasn't.
It was an open and honest debate type
and
thing.
it flipped me the fuck out because I was already on edge about other things. So I'm just happy to see you like you are right now. I mean, as being one of your good best friends, I'd hope I am. That this is what I like to see. Not that you're getting ready to cry or nothing, not that part, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Expressing myself.
Right.
Yeah,
The release in the open of what's really going on.
This is what you needed.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Shit. Damn, I didn't expect this. Shit.
But that's the best time to do it is when
Yeah.
you don't expect it, because then you can really open up and allow yourself to go, oh, wow, okay.
Right. Yeah, I'm a little choked up. I'll be honest. So I appreciate this.
Hey, that's what friends are for.
That's right. We're all here to help each other out. I mean, I consider all of us here more like a family.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That's,
Well, and we've said that before, that, I don't think we'll ever have an argument because, remember us a lot when you first started coming in last year, I think I said something to you about, what were you talking about? I think about petty shit and male-female relationships or something.
Right.
And I said, I don't think we'll ever have that problem with you. And I see why, because we're like family.
That's it.
We are.
We are. I think we're very much like a very close family that's able to be open and honest with each other, even when it may hurt, because we all know that it's for that best interest and to make that person the best that we know they are.
Even when we talked about, inviting you along if there's an apocalypse, we're going to tie you down, but we're still taking you with us.
I said that.
I told him. I said, we're going to tie you down so you don't eat all the food.
That's right. We may lock down your food and only dish out so much.
He said, we'll give you a little water. We'll give you a little food.
But it never crossed our mind to leave you.
Yeah, not to
We're
leave.
still going to take you with us, but you're going to have to be rationed out food. That's right.
We've seen you eat. So
obviously, everybody. That's one thing that has not suffered.
You're eating?
My appetite.
I don't think it ever will.
Well, you know what? Well, when I am depressed, like when I had the bed bugs last year or whatever, I didn't have much of an appetite.
Right.
I'll be honest. I mean, I went through moments where I was really hungry, but I was not a hungry person. Another fucking, how much time we got here?
We're about to go out.
About to go out?
About a minute, yeah.
About a minute. Well, you know what's crazy, too? Because I'm not really into public crying. You know what I'm saying? That's always kind of been a thing. Even now, I'm still trying to,
You should never look at it this way. When I was a kid, my dad used to beat me all the time because he told me if I cried, I was a pussy. And the more he beat me, the more I cried, so the more I would cry. It doesn't to be a man, you should cry. Yep. That is a man.
It takes more. You're more of a man if you do cry.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're like, I'm a man and I have emotions just like any other fucking human being.
Exactly. You're not out there crying, look, the sky is blue. You're not out there crying. There's a difference. When you're crying for a real reason, that to me represents a true man.
Let it out.
Listen, when I go to my meetings, we talk about some shit. I mean, we talk about some
down
shit,
and dirty shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking men who have been in prison, have killed people, gangsters, and they're grown-ass men crying. And you know what? They don't care that they're crying.
Right.
And they're actually appreciative of the fact that they can do shit like that today.
Exactly.
I'm a man, and I can cry, and it's okay.
Well, and that's what's fucked up because obviously, I've told you guys, I don't know if I told all of you, but I know Jerkman knows. My dad used to discourage, would always get angry at us if we cried, would yell at us and shit.
That's the worst
and
thing.
Never do that to your boys.
Never.
And it was, and I got to tell you, even at 39 years old, I have still never seen my dad cry.
Yeah, it's like
I'm serious. I've never seen my
generation.
It's
the way they were brought up.
But no, you see, I've seen my mom cry,
right?
But I've never seen my dad cry.
Right. It was always acceptable for a woman, but it wasn't acceptable for a man at that generation.
Because you were a pussy.
Stigma
That's what they said. My dad said.
Yeah, I tell my boys all the time, it's okay that you cry.
I hug my boys when they cry. I tell them to let it out.
It's a release, and everybody needs that.
Right.
Yes.
It's actually really, really good for the body and the mind to cry.
Yeah.
Because if you keep holding that shit in, I'm telling you, it makes you sick.
And Max, you've seen me cry before, haven't you?
No.
He has an old station. Yeah, you remember me and V?
No, you never cried in
I was crying. Yeah, I cried.
I saw V cry, but I didn't see you cry.
I was crying at one time. You said, "What are you crying, man?" Because I was sniffling. I said, "Well, a little bit."
I don't remember that.
Yeah, but it was at the old station.
I honestly don't remember that, man. Yeah. That's great.
Well, that's okay because
I cried here a few weeks ago.
Now that I saw, that was outside. I saw. Yeah, that was with Bunny Rabbit.
Right.
Yeah. No, but fuck.
I'm about to cry right now.
So am I. I felt good enough for you. I almost started crying because you were crying.
We should all just cry on the show.
It's time for us to.
We're all going to go outside and cry.
Let's do that. All right, we'll be right back, bitches.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th Anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gag, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now. We gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do you do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google cheesy leasy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hear on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. swear the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul, R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers life.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks life.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghosts. This is something to bump as a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
STIM Radio. STIM Radio.
Wow. Where's my mic? There we go. Okay.
Jesus.
Sorry, man.
What's wrong with you?
I'm having a night, man. What can I say? It's yeah. You're gonna. This is funny because I always think, on your radio show, you got to show your, don't be vulnerable. Don't show your hard side and fuck everything else. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah. You know what? Sometimes, man, you just got to be a person.
Well, for most of my life, that's what I've always done. I mean, you think about this. I have to come in here every day, no matter what my feelings, no matter what my emotions are. And I've got to put on a smiley face and do a show.
Sorry, guys. We were walking in and Anonymous was going. And we didn't have time to run back and go, hey. So.
And then I kept thinking for a minute, do I remember how to run this stuff? And I thought,
yeah,
I remember.
God damn, who's deaf?
Oh, that would be me.
That would be Jerkman.
That would be me.
Jerkman cranks his shit up, huh?
Damn right.
So
Cranks it. He's old and deaf. What do
I'm
you
a
expect?
cranker.
Yeah, God damn it.
Wait a minute. I'm younger than you still.
Just Ebola. You know what?
Uh-huh.
Screw y'all. This is
That's
why I'm
right.
celebrating the birthday this year, because I ain't celebrating it next year.
Oh, you're not celebrating the 5-0, are you?
No, I will celebrate 4-9.
She thinks she's not.
I will celebrate 4-9. I am not.
She's gonna. She's gonna
5-0.
involuntarily celebrate 5-0.
So, I want to ask you guys, because, that was my original premise is, that common courtesy was gone and
Right.
now everybody hides behind. Because really, honestly, if you didn't want to talk to somebody anymore back in the day, you did. You engaged it and you said, hey, look, I'm done. I don't want to talk to you. Now it's like everything's guesswork. And you got to guess shit.
People don't have to give you that courtesy anymore because it's easy to
Exactly.
not. You don't have to see them. You don't have to call them. You don't have to text. You can just stop responding, and it's acceptable.
Wow,
now.
that's what sucks.
This is how I'm going to not talk to you anymore. I'm going to
Social-
unfriend you from my
Right.
Facebook,
Yeah.
and then I'm never going to message you again.
Well, and that's it. They haven't unfriended me.
And
They
that
just
really
don't talk to me.
sucks because in certain situations, the reason why people stop talking is because of a particular incident or event that they never brought to light that could have been cleared
Right.
up. You don't even give that person an opportunity. You know what I mean? Like if we hadn't come in here and talked to you about this and we all were just like, well, that's how he is now and so fuck it, I'm not coming to the show and that's
Right,
that.
right.
Never give the person an
See,
opportunity.
but there you go. Here was a true example of, friendship and being real and saying, hey, man, you're acting weird. You know, we're going to get to the bottom of this shit now, as opposed to, hey, what's up? What's going on? You know, and then you message the person and they don't message back, or they text the person and they don't text back.
It's a lonely feeling.
Yeah, I know,
It is.
because it's like, damn.
We're so disjointed anymore as a society that we just don't interact anymore. It's so much easier just to cut them out and go, oh, they don't exist. Boom, you know, they're gone.
And I'm guilty of that.
I've done it. I mean, I have. There have been people.
I mean, there
I
are
will
guys
admit
that
that
I've met, you know, and we exchange numbers, and then I get to know them, and then I'm bored with them, and so I just stop texting back.
Well,
She's
you know,
bored with them.
shit.
I mean, it's a big issue for me. It's something I'm working on because I should at least have the decency to
say, sorry, it's not
you know,
working.
I'm just not interested, but thanks.
Right.
Or it was nice talking to you. But instead, what I do is I find human beings intriguing anyways. I mean, that's my background is psychology.
Right.
And so I like to figure people out. And so I will talk to them for the pure fact of trying to figure them out, what makes them tick. And then once I know everything about them, I stop talking to them. But really, what's going on, if I dig deeper, it's not that I'm just a bitch and oh that's how I am, and if you don't keep my attention then boom you're out. It's a defense mechanism because I don't want to get attached because you know something's gonna go wrong, and so I cut you off before you cut me off.
Oh, so so people have defense mechanisms. Like they start seeing like, damn, I'm you know, I like this person. But you know, how fucked up is that?
But it's very true. I'm guilty. I'm very guilty of it. I'll admit. Do I have commitment issues? Oh, hell yes. I got plenty of them.
Oh, yeah.
And,
me too.
You know, if you start getting too close, or I think I might be feeling something more than
You're
what
a runner,
I
too?
want to, yeah, I will be like, just disappear. It's like, oh, you know, I'm done.
Wow. Just easy to run away from it. Well, you know, okay, now I have done, and Jerkman, you remember, I mean, I've told people I didn't want to see him anymore via the radio show.
Yes, you have.
Remember that?
And I said, that's a shitty way to do it.
That was a pretty shitty way to do it. Well, the one chick, remember that I had all the anxiety and weird shit over?
Oh, yeah, I remember
a couple
her.
of years ago. And, you know, remember, instead of calling her and saying, look, I've just...
Yeah, you dumped her on the fucking show.
I did it right here on the air. And I was like, you know, I don't feel right about this bitch, and I don't do... So, you know, I mean, fuck. I got to work on that myself.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
honestly, it's a really fucked up thing to do, and I'm very guilty of doing
It's
that.
easier now in today's world to just stop. You know what I mean?
Right.
Back in the day, you were forced to actually have a conversation
Because
about
you've
it.
seen the people.
And the thing,
Right.
right? And the thing is that it is difficult for people to say, "Hey, I'm just not interested the way you are." That's hard for a lot of people to say. So
Right.
they rather just ditch you and leave you in the dark, not realizing that that's worse.
You know what? And
Exactly.
I've done that to people. You know, so I can't. I guess because I think of how I thought when I was ditching that person. You know, just
Right.
the bad thoughts and the
Right.
fucked up thoughts I think about them. So I'm assuming when somebody does it to me, they must be thinking the same way. You know what I'm saying? So, which maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I can't really say for certain. But, yeah, it's guilty conscience shit kicking in there.
It is. It's, you know, it's very much so that way. And anymore, we've made it way too easy. I'm very, very guilty of doing that. And yet, when things along those lines have happened to me where people just disappear, you're left with those questions. What happened? Why did this happen? Well, because we don't communicate. That it may have been something very simple like, hey, I like you, but I'm not romantically interested in you.
Right.
Or, you know, hey, I'm getting stronger feelings for you. Are you interested? Or various different things. Or, hey, I'm scared to take this next step, but we'd much rather pull away. It's easier.
Right. It's easier to pull away than to go, okay, I want to, you know, yeah.
Well,
Right.
hell yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
So, yeah.
I've never been on the opposite end, I guess. Maybe that's why I'm an asshole.
Of
You really? You
Like-
never had somebody?
Nobody's ever just disappeared on me.
Really?
I always am the disappearer.
Well, and see, this is it, AK,
But if
because
people-
I am normally the disappearer and somebody...
So now you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I think my true friends know that there will be times where I may not text you back, and we may go 3 weeks without talking. I go MIA.
Right.
My real friends know, though, that I always come back.
Right.
I mean, if we're friends, like if I were to just stop talking to you guys for 2 weeks, that's probably because something's wrong with me, and I don't know how to handle my issues any other way than isolating and processing it internally.
Or I could have
And then
given you
I
the
come-
thumbs up.
And then I come back, and then we can discuss, like, hey, I'm sorry, I had to, kind of take a break from people. I just wasn't all right in the head or whatever.
Right. Exactly.
But most people don't understand that until they get to know me.
Yeah, well, see, and that's tough. If you don't know somebody, and then all of a sudden they do that, you're going, oh, fuck, what's going on? And, we had some discussion about that, too, me and this girl, where she said, I can get on the site with my phone, but I can't reply to messages unless I'm on my computer. And, so who the fuck knows what?
That sounds like a bullshit line to me.
Well, it did sound like bullshit. I was kind of like.
I've used that before.
Have you?
Anything she's told you can run it by me, and I'll tell you if it's a line I've used, because I've used them all.
So you have used something like that before?
Yeah, I've told people all kinds of shit. Like, oh, my phone doesn't have internet, so I couldn't reply.
Right.
What else?
Gee, I didn't get your message.
I didn't get your text.
Yeah.
Or if I feel like responding, then I'd be like, oh, holy shit, I just got this.
Right.
I'm just now seeing this.
Wow.
I think we've all done that one.
Yeah, we've all done the thing of,
if I don't feel like replying, because Facebook tells on you, Facebook Messenger will tell somebody if they've seen your message.
The little check mark.
So I just won't open it. I'll just send it to the X, and so it looks like it's unread, and I haven't got to it yet.
Right. No, that's just.
But nowadays, 90% of the time, I just don't see it because my phone stays on silent.
And having said all that, I mean, how do you even have a meaningful anything anymore because of this shit?
That's the whole thing.
Well, we do. I mean, I find people that I have my circle. I don't need a whole lot of friends.
Right.
I have the people that I share my most intimate details of life with, and I'm fine with those few people.
Believe me, I have no problem making friends. Trust me. That's not an issue.
As far as like relationship and romantic goes, shit fucking scares the shit out of me right now.
Exactly.
It freaks me the fuck out. So yes, if I feel like somebody likes me too much, or they're backing me into a corner of like a decision of like, hey, I want to be with you, so you got to tell me yes or no, I'm out the door. I'm done. I'm gone. Not a bye. Nothing. I'm just out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I feel trapped and cornered, and I need it to be casual until we slowly move into it. I need it to be very casual.
I feel like you're just coming down. Ooh, I want to see you. We got to. It's like
I will run.
I will run every time.
Damn. See,
if you keep it cool, like even if we're sleeping together, still just keep it cool. Slowly move me into the fact that, okay, we're in a relationship.
I mean,
don't, if we're sleeping together, don't tell me I can't sleep with anybody else. Don't, because the moment you do, I'm going to break your heart.
But how do you get to that point, though?
Okay, but we all know, like,
I've done it. I just know. I'll wake up one day and I'll just accept it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, we're in a relationship.
But I mean, how do you get to the point of point A to point B? So in other words, you got we're hanging out and all of a sudden we're fucking. How does that?
My friend with benefits, we start out with.
What do you mean? How does that happen?
You just kind of move.
You're hanging out and you both have an attraction, and then the next
you're
thing
running, you trip and fall.
No, you're having sex.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, some of that's just fucked up. It's like, hey, if you like somebody, you should be able to like them. It shouldn't be a game.
Yes, like me, but don't tell me right off the bat. I'm not sleeping with anybody else. I hope you're not either.
Right.
Do you want to take the next step? Should we be boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah, that's you're right. That's biting. You're right. That's going a little too much.
I mean, I have a friend with benefits I've had for years. I'm quite comfortable with that. We both work very hard with that, and it stays that way.
Right.
It is.
Well,
if it were to move forward, I can't guarantee you that even after he's a very close friend, that I wouldn't necessarily go, oh, yeah, I'll talk to you later.
I think what I'm working on, because here's the fucked up thing about me, right? So let's just say we're in a relationship. And it's always constantly like, oh, you better not fucking cheat on me or shit like that. Or you forbid me to even have, a conversation with a man. So here's the fucked up thing,
but those are turn-offs,
the moment you tell me I can't,
the more I will.
I'm going to go do it, right? But if you're just casual and you don't put any restrictions on me, I'll probably remain faithful to the death. Because I know I have that option.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the minute I feel like you've taken that from me and it's a hardcore commitment, then I'm like, I'm going to sabotage the shit out of that, and I'm probably going to go sleep with somebody else.
Well, now, how do you feel I should proceed with this chick?
I think you need to leave her alone because I think she's strung you along.
Okay.
I don't like her anymore.
Don't like her anymore?
Yeah.
No, I don't like what she's done. She's already used one of the fucking lines I've used. Look, I wrote the fucking playbook, okay? There's no man that has more fucking game than me, hands down.
Yeah. Wow.
If you say it, I've probably done it. And then that whole, well, I can't respond to messages here on my phone. Bullshit. bullshit.
It sounded like bullshit, but I you try to give somebody the benefit of the doubt,
Right, and I
especially
think
when you like them.
What you should do is leave it alone. Don't message her anymore. If she messages you, fine. If not, then not.
Yeah.
But you don't want to come across desperate or needy or thirsty, so you don't want to send a message like, hey, I haven't heard from you in a month. What's going on? Don't even bother.
But even if she
dude.
does contact you, watch what you say and do, because don't
Right.
let yourself fall right back into it just thinking, wow, oh, fuck, she
If
contacted
she contacts
me.
you, just be like, hey, stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, long time no talk. What's been
Like
going
you-
on?
going on?
I don't think I would even say, hey, stranger. I'd probably just be like, hey, what's up?
Then what you should do is probably every time she contacts you from here on out, imagine her with a dick.
Oh, Lord.
Damn.
Seriously. And you just think of her as a friend.
I was going to say, then he would expect to go to dinner. Wait a minute.
Oh,
whoa!
she did fucking.
I had nothing to do with that.
I know. She did nail me. Damn.
But no, seriously, you should look at it as something that would be just to keep you on that line, because you can. If you felt this way about her and she wasn't reciprocating, that sometimes people fall in love quicker that way with somebody because they want them. They don't know why they don't want them.
Right.
If you really want to contact her to give it one more shot.
Oh no, I'm done. I'm done.
No,
contacting.
I'm just saying if you do. Like if you wanted to contact her and give her one more shot to see if she would reply back, maybe she didn't see that message or something, so all those thoughts are out of your mind. You could simply message her something and be like, hey, how's it going? I actually saw something, make up something that reminded me of you, so I thought I'd drop you a line.
Right.
And leave it at that. If she doesn't reply after that, then fuck it.
I think my last message was good enough.
Okay.
I left information. I just said, and I even gave her my number. I said you could block your number if you want to call me.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, what happened?
That sounds.
That wasn't a good line. That was kind of creeper.
Why? I said
you could block your. It
number.
sounded too desperate. Like you
Yeah.
could even block your number if you want, so you can call me.
Oh God! But wait, you know what? I don't like this game shit. If I like somebody, I like them.
Well, I'm not telling you to play a game. I'm just saying it came across like you were so desperate for her to call you that she could even block her number. if she wanted.
And I did want her. I really did want her to call
but
me.
you should have just left that at, hey, you could call me if you like at any time.
But that was the anger part in you because you were mad.
Right. Well, because I hadn't got a call. I'm like, damn, I tried to make it a safe zone for you. And
But your safe zone was like creepy.
Creepy anger.
It was creepy
toss out.
desperate.
Yeah.
Angry? I didn't even say
It
it
wasn't
in an angry.
angry.
Way,
I would
though.
say
I think it was just
creepy
creepy.
desperate.
It was
Women
like-
don't want you. Women don't want overeager men.
No.
I know that's fucked up, but they don't.
But it's just like a guy who doesn't. Most
I'll
men
see.
don't want overeager women.
Right.
They don't want women who
This
are
is-
all the touchy feely and call me,
But-
text me, you didn't text
Yeah,
me today.
but men
here's-
don't want clingy women. We don't want desperate
Well,
men.
and I understand that, but I didn't think I came off that desperate. It wasn't like I was like, please. I
She
want
also didn't know that the toilet paper was bothering you so badly.
Oh, all right. Here comes more.
Well, no,
toilet-
seriously, that's it.
No.
You weren't going to see it.
Right.
To you, that wasn't.
I mean, this is
wasn't
what
what you
it
were
says. That
thinking.
you can even block your number if you want. I mean, you shouldn't even. No, fuck you. You either want to call me or you don't.
Right.
If you got to block your number to call me, then dude, just forget it.
I just figure, hey, this will make it safe for you. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just hang up if it's
If
no
she's
good.
truly interested, she's not going to care to block her number. If
Yeah.
I'm truly interested in somebody, I'm going to call them.
Well, see,
or
this is-
whatever.
this-
I'll give you my number.
Well, how long into this did you say that? How long hadn't she talked to you when you sent this?
Well, no, that was was it last week? Yeah, it was.
So your last message to her was, you can even block your number if you want.
Well, it was a whole thing. We talked. I said something else. Then I said, by the way, I found out how to block a cell phone number. I didn't know if you knew, but
So you're saying you researched it for her?
Yeah, I
too?
checked into it for you.
I know how to block a cell phone number. I'm not sure if you knew.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you knew how to do it.
Yeah.
but
Is
just in
she
case.
also blind?
No.
Okay, then. So also you insulted her intelligence in a way.
Well, no, not necessarily. Because I didn't know how to
if
do
you
it.
know how to block a number.
I didn't know how to do it.
It just that's why she didn't reply. Your message just wasn't good, babe.
No. I mean, well,
But she already still hadn't replied for
See,
what,
but
3 weeks.
this,
Right.
Yeah, exactly. This has
So
been
what I
several
would
weeks
say
already.
is I would just leave it alone. If she wants to contact you at some point, she will. At this point, I would just move on.
And if she
Oh,
does
yeah.
contact you, watch what she says.
Yeah.
Because if she contacts you again, you're thinking, all right, maybe this is a go again. If you look at truly what she says, if she instantly goes back into the Tootsie stuff talking right away, she's just trying to keep you hooked. That's all it is.
Yeah.
If she's not giving you anything of substance, she's keeping you hooked to keep you as a fan, and that is it.
Right.
She's not gonna contact you.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I'll be honest, she's
I
probably moved
didn't. I
on.
found out how to block a number. That whole thing.
But you know what? It shouldn't be a game. I'm
It's
sorry.
not
If
a
I've got to
ga-
play a
it's not
fucking game with somebody.
It's not a game. It comes across weird and desperate. You researched how to block a number so she could call you.
Yeah, because I like her.
That,
oh, wow.
That's too soon, dude. Too soon.
You haven't even talked to her on the phone yet. And now you've already found a way to block the number so she can call you. She didn't even say she wanted to talk to you on the phone. You were assuming because you wanted it. You were trying to pull her into your world.
Right.
It felt like it feels kind of like you're pushing her to call you. Maybe she wasn't ready yet.
I just want it safe for the person.
Right,
I don't want her to feel, you know.
But the undertone was, "Ooh, call me. I need you to call me." That's
I even
the
researched how you
undertone
could
to
block
it.
your number. I mean, you should have just been like, "Hey, if you want, you could always call me sometime too. Here's my number." Left it at that. Just left it at that.
Right. The simple, straightforward, kind of left open is usually the best.
Yeah, got to play a game. See, this is why I'll never find somebody, just for this reason, because I don't play games.
This is not playing a game.
If
It's
I
about
like
being-
you, I like you. I don't
But
give a shit. What?
It's not playing a game. It's about being simple and straightforward. It's not saying, "Hey, I want to play this game." It's like, "Hey, if you feel like calling me, I'd like to hear from you. Here's my number. Hope to hear from you soon."
So you're taking it the
Boom.
wrong way. You're taking it as a game. It's not a game.
It's a simple statement.
It's okay. If you were going out with a girl, right, and you liked her, and maybe a little bit, and she liked you a little bit more, but now she's starting to all the time say, "Hey, look, can you call me? Can you talk to me? Look,
Whoa,
if you
yeah.
can't talk to me right now, you're going to start to go, whoa, wait a minute. This is a little bit fucking freaky here."
I'll give you an example. Remember the woman that you had phone sex with, and she told her kids about you?
Yeah, right.
Too soon, right?
Right.
But why should she play a game? She was into you, but it was too soon, right?
Well, yeah, it was.
Same thing.
Same type
Yeah.
of
I
thing.
researched how to block a number so you
so you
could
can talk
call
to me. Please call me, please.
Right.
Too much.
Too much, too fast.
Please love me
Wow.
because I want to be with you.
Yeah, I guess I blew that one.
Probably. If there was anything, don't
That's
knock
right.
yourself because
Don't-
it may
yeah.
not have been
Yeah.
anything there.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't look at it as, "Hey, I
If
You
she
blew it.
already
that.
hadn't contacted you in a while, then
Right.
chances are
She was
she was
leading you on.
So it finished up, and then that was
Yeah.
just
Right.
And
icing on the cake.
icing on the cake of a desperate move, and she
Yeah.
wasn't interested in the first place.
Right.
I mean, she hasn't taken me off her friends list, obviously, but
Well,
she
because
hasn't responded back.
Well,
either,
because she
so.
wants you as a fan. I
Bingo.
mean,
Bingo. I mean, I don't take people off my friends list.
Right.
I want to keep as many as I can on there. It just makes mine look bigger when I'm selling shit.
Right. You just don't keep messaging.
You might think it's just safer to leave you there because if she deletes
stalk
you,
you.
you might be like, "Hey, why'd you delete me?"
Yeah,
that's
right.
true.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's creeping on my page now. We have to
I
talk
found a way
about-
to get to
yeah.
your house.
But I don't think you blew it. I think she was stringing you
Yeah.
along from the
I think so,
start.
too.
I think she was interested in, "Ooh, I got a good fan. I can keep him going this way."
Well, think about this too, because if you look at her picture, you can't see anything.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so for
she
her,
could be like a fat, ugly,
yeah.
who knows what, and maybe she stopped talking to you because she knew eventually it was going to get to the point where you were like, "Hey, you want to meet?" And
Right.
then her real self would have been revealed.
And then she would have seen.
Because
Yeah.
her picture was weird, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was kind of
so
blurry.
small.
Yeah,
Really
Maybe.
it's almost like it was a
anything.
fake picture.
Maybe it was a guy.
Well, and that's very.
You don't know.
And that's why she
you
hasn't
don't know.
called.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
See?
probably the biggest reason. You know, if
There
somebody
you go.
where somebody wouldn't
Yeah,
call
he could be like, okay, man,
Yep.
this guy's going to start creeping around here, and
Yep.
I can't let him. Nobody can know this is a man writing this shit.
Right.
Right.
What the?
Yep.
That's
And my
probably
mom.
Fucking
Oh, that's your mom.
crap, dude.
We get into a deep
Freak out,
conversation.
and
she
the
comes
door
walking
opens
in,
up,
yeah.
and you're like, "Whoa, shit!" We hear a door. That's
headphones
all.
on.
We got headphones on, and we're way deep into our conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Mom
So,
scared the crap
well,
out of me.
well, hopefully I'll.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Hopefully I'll do the
Damn.
next one right. I don't know. Fuck.
you will.
You know.
You will. And like I said, it's
Here's
one
the
of those
bottom line.
things-
You didn't screw up. She posted a fake pic, and she knew that she was going to have to come clean, and she didn't want to.
Well,
Right.
it wasn't the pic that got me. It was the other stuff. It was the textual shit.
and it was more or less a fan thing, probably. That would be my guess on it.
I think she's just a fake.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn. On that note, fuck. Well, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer, going through therapy.
And I'm Ocelot.
And I never post fake pics, AK.
I'm GJ Jerkman.
Wow. And that's the story there, bitches. See ya.